Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Driving Talk podcast with Rob Lewis, Scott Evans here. Scott Woodward and Max Coates aren't available once again, but we have another very special guest. And it's time to go retro with Rob Chapman. And we're going to talk ASCAR, bit of Eurocar V6 and V8s.
Yeah.
And two-seater Formula One cars. So
two-seater Formula Ones, yeah.
Okay, roll tape. Right, so Rob, it's great to have you down at the Sandown Motorsport workshop. Scott has been badgering me for ages. We've got to get Rob Chapman on. We've got to get Rob Chapman on, because you worked with one of the greats in John Mickle, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you've got some stories to tell. But where do we start?
I think
at the beginning.
Let's start from the top, Rob.
V6s.
Yeah.
Pete Medley.
Your first foray into motorsport.
Mm.
You did some cool stuff before that and during that as well, didn't you? Off circuit, which we'll touch on as well.
No, it started
with the Euro V6s.
With the Euro V6s, yeah.
Yeah. So who did that start with?
Pete Medley.
And what team was that he started with?
His own team. Me and Pete built the car in his garage at home.
Yeah. And what was that based on? What was the shell?
It's a Sonny Howard Mondeo V6.
Yeah, the Cologne V6.
Yeah.
Very, very, very popular series back in the day, wasn't it?
It was brilliant. You had up to 35 cars, all very evenly matched. Very little adjustment, shock absorbers, track rods, track-related steering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tyre pressures. Apart from that,
What sort of tyres were you running at the time?
the Avon concrete tyres, I think they were.
You hear that? Well, I think the normal NASCAR stuff that you get now is quite light and floaty and bubbly around, but
what you had back in the day would have been complete opposite, I suppose,
Yeah,
just for
so
longevity.
They used to last
Yeah.
races. The wets never went off, but it was great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these things with like tubular chassis, sort of NASCAR for Europe stock type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the drivers were hot rod drivers.
Yeah, wasn't it a series that was kind of born out of short circuit of oval racing, was it?
Kind of bridged that gap, didn't it?
Yeah.
Between being on the ovals going into circuit racing.
Yeah. Funny enough, I was talking to a marshal on Tuesday night and talking about the Eurocars. They couldn't understand the way they were driving because they would come up alongside them and just drive down the side of them.
Standard oval stuff.
Nearly every marshal post was going, car made contact. And they had to bring all the drivers in and they had a meeting. No, this is it. This is what we want.
Yeah.
We can drive like this. It's not a problem.
Yeah, entertaining for
And
the fans.
I'm pretty certain they are the ones that bought in the 3 laps when there's a problem.
Okay.
Put the pace car out and then put 3 laps on it.
Okay.
Then touring cars took it up.
Yeah.
Because we used to put the black and yellow out when that come out, where they would put safety car.
Yeah.
But, no, it was excellent.
So at this stage, we're almost talking mid-90s around this point, aren't we?
I think it's about 91.
Yeah, so...
It was in 94.
Might have been, actually.
94, I think it was, the first season.
You think about motorsport in the UK, let alone anywhere else at that time. I mean, touring cars was hitting peak super touring, all the manufacturers involved. So it's almost as if Eurocar V6 hit the crest of a wave. I mean, oval racing, to me, has always been very popular. I guess that at the point was sort of hitting its zenith as well. So what was it that attracted you in particular to go and work in the Eurocars? Was it just through a friend, or...?
It was for a friend. I was out of work at the time, and a friend of mine said, "Oh, mate of mine needs some hand. Would you like to give him a hand while you're out of work? You're not doing anything." So went over to his house, introduced me to him. There was the car half done in the garage, and we got on. We just clicked and got on like house on fire, and we just got it finished just in time to start the first race of the year. So
no testing, just straight in.
No testing. No. First race was a test. Yeah.
And what sort of drivers were you up against at this point?
Barry Lee, Kevin Clark, Alf Borer, Neil Cunningham.
Oh, blimey.
Not Colin White.
Yeah. He's a bit of a legend. He is a bit of a legend. He's done everything.
See, a lot of the modern people watching this now will be like, oh, that's the Colin White that does genetics. No. This is Colin White that does ovals and the fast stuff.
I did work with him.
Okay.
At ASCAR. One meeting.
Right.
And we didn't finish. There I am, waiting for the car to come in with the jack. Waiting. And, there's an accident, there's a yellow accident around the back. And it's his car. Car's gone over the bonnet, he's rolled. And the car never came back. He came back.
Yeah, but the car didn't.
You
just decided, no, fuck it, we'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there, But a marshal did walk in with a prop shaft.
Okay.
That looked like a stick of rock. Is that your prop shaft? I mean, hang on a minute, mate.
It used to be.
No, it's not our prop shaft. It must be someone else's. But from that crash, that's when he found out that he had cancer.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Because he went to the doctors because he went to the medical centre and he wasn't right. And I think he had another meeting and his crash helmet didn't fit. He couldn't work out why he couldn't get his helmet on. So they went, and he was getting headaches. And
okay.
That's when he stopped racing. Because he got over it, he's all right now, but at the time, it was quite serious.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's quite serious now, but obviously back then it would have been like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of reassess.
Well, he wanted the drive. When he was getting near the end of his cancer treatment, he wanted to come back. He said, no, you can't come back yet until you've had the all clear. But he just wants to drive.
He races a lot, doesn't he?
He just drives everything.
Absolutely everything.
Yeah, I think nowadays, obviously, he's known for the genetic stuff, but he'll go out, do the Creventic stuff, endurance. And
I think he's dipped his toes back into hot rods as well, even a couple of super silhouette rounds. I think he's still got the Corrado, or the Corrado's still kicking around somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
I'll
have to do some digging.
Do some digging, Scott, certainly.
I'll do some digging.
It'd be great to have him on the show.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, his brother did a few meetings at Rockingham.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
They're still rocking around in the old coach. It's brilliant. It's proper cool.
It's one thing I love about the particular the hot rodders, the Eurocar paddocks, is some of the paddock gear they turn up in the old converted coaches and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just something next level. But back to the sort of Eurocar era. I mean, you mentioned Barry Lee there. Probably one of his most iconic cars is that Ford Mondeo looking car, Dagenham motors right down the side. It looked the real deal.
Yeah.
How much prep work was going into these cars? It wasn't just a sort of hit and go.
They had a proper workshop, backed by Ford Dagenhams, so money was no object with that. They had the best stuff and good mechanics as well. But for me, Peter knew a couple of the mechanics anyway, so they used to come along and go, yeah, do this, do that.
Yeah. So that was kind of your way into getting the right setups and everything, sort of getting the information.
What I used to do, you'd walk around and put your foot underneath the car and gauge it, the height of it. we go and ride the spring platforms back down again.
Yeah.
But the trick that Barry, I found out afterwards, was he would weld the smallest piece of tubing to the end of the hardest roll bar. So that if anybody, because you could look down inside the engine bay, you have a look, see what roll bar he fitted. Oh, he's got a light one on. So they'd go back and they'd change them. But it wasn't a light one. He did it on the V8s as well. Yeah. We found this out afterwards.
You can tell he's an oval racer.
That's a proper way.
That is a proper, yeah.
But like, who else was it? Colin White. he made up his own lower arms, which moved the wheel back.
Mm-hmm.
Because at Mallory, it was just an oval, and we used to do anti-clockwise.
Yeah.
And he used to do really well there. But then someone noticed that he's got a gap on the door in the front wing of 1 inch.
So he's putting a load of stagger
But
into it.
the front wheel was still in the middle of the wheel arch. But if you walk around the other side, there's a little gap like a normal door. So Sonny used to send out letters.
Okay.
Depending on the colour of them, it was, you got a yellow one,
Right.
it's a warning. If you got a red one, you have to do it. Yeah, so he got a letter. Put your suspension back as it was made.
See, they don't do that nowadays, do they?
No,
They kind of give out in theory, they give out the yellow and red cards, but...
It never really sticks, does it? It depends who your face fits in the paddock as well.
Yeah, I suppose that is an unfortunate effect of that.
Definitely.
But you could tell you're in the 90s if you're getting an official letter through the post. Sort of
Oh yeah,
warning
Sonny
you.
liked his letters.
I did. Yeah, because of course it was all under the sort of Sonny Howard regime at the time with the Eurocars, and
Yeah. Well, he covered everything. It was the V6s, V8s, and the pickups
yeah.
as
So
well, and the Legends.
oh right, yes, of course. So with the V6, so how long did you personally run with the V6s?
What you mean? Where were we on the track? What?
How
Yeah,
long?
yeah.
Yeah.
We were mid track, mid pack, and forward.
Mm.
I think the best Peter finished was he did finish in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think in our last year we finished in the top 10.
Because Peter's got an adapted car, hasn't he? If I
Yes.
recall you telling me.
Yes, he hasn't got. He's got a carbon fibre foot. Because it's left-hand drive, he couldn't do the throttle, so they swapped the pedals over. So the clutch is on the right-hand side and the throttle's on the left-hand side, and only he can drive it. No one else can.
Yeah, but they've done that specifically because of what his carbon foot and what he's had to do.
Yeah, he did it himself. He changed it.
Okay. And they just got
His road car was
dispensation
the
to
same.
you. Oh right, okay.
I tried driving his road car once. Drove into the side of the van. Suddenly brake. No, you're not. You're actually accelerating.
Yeah, that's got to be quite a frightening.
But
Yeah.
but Barry Lee did complain about him.
Okay.
At Pembury, he pulled a marshal over and said, "I want him taken out of the meeting." He said, "But why?" He said, "He's lighter than everybody else." He said, "Why is that?" He said, "He's got a carbon fibre leg."
Every single advantage.
It's that oval mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, he was a showman as well.
Oh, yeah.
Massive showman. And Barry raced in the same era as sort of my grandfather as well. So my grandfather's got some stories about him in the oval, like sort of the gold overalls and stuff like that you see about all the time. Is there anything sort of within that period, because he's well known for it, have you got anything about him that distinctly you remember telling me about a Cosworth he had?
Yes, he did. He used to own a Escort Cosworth that we were at the annual dinner and dance in Birmingham, and it wasn't there when he went out. It had gone. He did ring up some people that he knew, said, "Have you taken my car?"
He was a bit of a prankster, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, it had been stolen. But somebody actually saw it driving out the car park. Didn't realise that it wasn't Barry, which I find that hard to believe, really.
Yeah.
Because,
He only drives one way.
yeah, sideways.
I've seen him leave paddocks before.
Absolutely on it.
Flat out.
And always had cigarettes, a packet of cigarettes in his top pocket of his overalls.
Yeah.
Because if he did happen to not finish, he'd be up at the side and light up. Yeah.
Barry was the first, if I go off the notes I have made, Barry was the first Eurocar V6 champion.
Yeah.
Yes, and then he was also the first one to back it up, wasn't
Yeah, he was, yeah.
So it was 94, 95, he got the double championship, and then Neil Cunningham, 96.
Yeah, I think that was, yeah, then he he went to the V8s after that, I think.
So the V6s and V8 separate grids, right?
Yes. Yeah, you couldn't put them on the same grid. Too much power.
So is it just Peter you work with in the Eurocar paddock?
No. When Pete decided to have a break, Alf Bora contacted us at the NEC Motor Show.
Is that Team Brask?
Yeah.
Yep.
And asked us to come and join their crew and put their cars together. So LC, Lars Christian Brask, who owned the team, he had 3 V8s, 2 V6s, 2 Legends, and a Formula First.
A proper team.
In the team, yeah. John Mickle owned his own Legend and he used to look after that. But we looked after everything else.
Where like in is that all in one big workshop?
That was in a workshop in Chattington.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the full work. We had the big Arctic, 2 awnings, our own chef.
Good Lord.
You know.
You were the kingpins of the paddock.
Oh yes, we weren't liked. Yeah. Barry had a word for us, but I can't use it. But,
You can use it if you want to use it.
Can on this show.
You can. You can go out. It's absolutely fine.
But yeah, we had all the gear, overalls. Everybody was kitted out. Hotels were paid for. Everything it was.
Was that something that sort of new at that time for the sort of that level of
Well,
paddock?
everybody else was in coaches and transits with trailers.
Yeah.
And we turned up with a 40-foot Arctic with a double decker.
Yeah.
But the car I put together was the winner of the last V8 race,
Okay.
which was, the name escapes me at the moment. His son won the Eurocars.
Okay.
Not Eurocars, he won the touring car championship in a Honda.
Who would that be? Oh, Mike Jordan.
That's the one.
Andy Jordan.
Yeah, Mike did Eurocar V8. Did you do V6s as well?
Yes, he did. He was very good in that, yeah. And so he brought in Pete Chambers.
Ah, okay.
Because Pete Chambers used to race Porsches.
Yeah.
And Mike used to look after it for him.
Okay.
So when he had a break from the Porsches, he came in with I think it was a pickup and a V8.
Within Team Brask or?
No, in his own.
Yeah.
But when Mike stopped, LC bought the car. And I put that together.
Was that a full strip down and rebuild sort of job over the winter?
Yeah. Engine out, rebuilt the engine. I didn't do the engine. You weren't allowed to touch the engine. That would go back to Roush.
Oh, wow.
And be fixed up.
Yeah.
But they had a factory in Essex,
Okay.
little workshop, with them Ford
Little
umbrella.
Yeah.
But we found a few things on there that we were, oh, hello, what's this lot for? But yeah, it was a good car.
Yeah.
Good car. And then once we got them all together, we went testing in France for a week.
Nice.
He hired a racetrack.
Probably fairly cheap back then, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
with the Arctic?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well they had to take the cars out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that out there, everything. Then we had a big spread in Motoring News about it. A full centre spread, photographs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many years were you at Team Brask?
Got to be 3 or 4 years.
Uh-huh.
And then, until 9/11.
Okay.
Because that's when LC decided to stop.
Right, okay.
After 9/11, and because he went back home to Norway.
Okay. So what were going back to the Eurocar stuff, who were the drivers that you can sort of remember that you had in? Is there anyone that sort of tested those things that didn't actually take a foray into the championship?
No, because everybody, we had, names forget me now. Paul Shears, he did one.
Yeah.
He used to race the V8.
Right.
Christian Dick.
Okay, Speedworks.
Speedworks now.
Speedworks, exactly.
He raced the V6.
Yeah.
And then...
Christ, he would have been young.
Yeah, and he had long hair. Now he's
Nothing
got,
wrong with that.
yeah, now he's got no hair. Yeah, he was good. He was
Okay.
very good. He gave me a few laps around the track in France.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Then he moved up to the V8,
Yeah.
and
But the V8s, didn't they run a slightly different shell as well, a silhouette?
yeah,
More of a, is it a Murky class sort of?
that was later on.
Okay.
They bought out the Mercedes panels.
Yeah, so is it the Mondeo but a V8?
It was Mondeo shape-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was kind of
It had a Mondeo front screen, same as the V6,
Mhm.
but it was its own shape.
Were they essentially different cars, or were they sort of same chassis
No,
but just
totally,
different?
Totally different.
Totally different.
Mm.
Okay, and what did they run? A Chevy engine, a Ford engine
Ford
again?
engine.
Okay.
Roush Ford engine.
Yeah.
Almost just a fettled crate engine from them that had to go back to and for.
Yeah, it wasn't modified that much. I think it was blueprinted.
Okay.
It didn't really need to be there because they didn't weigh a lot,
Mm.
and it was quick.
What sort of speeds were they, especially in the UK tracks, if you get somewhere like Snetterton with that big Bentley straight, what are they?
170.
Jesus.
Imagine coming down the end of that long straight and finding that you need brakes.
Yeah.
I mean, we had water cooling.
Yeah, I remember you telling, there was a story you told me a few years ago.
We made up our own water cooling that sprayed water onto the caliper to try and keep him cool. Someone did fit a NASCAR brake recirculating system on it,
Okay.
but he got told to take it off.
I wonder why.
That was Jeff Simpson. He
Ah.
was
Ex-hot rod, I told you, the oval boys, they don't mess around.
Yeah. And he raced...
He did pickups, didn't he?
Pickups
Because
as well.
Matt's recently dropped back into pickups, and then he's gone back into the ovals actually recently.
he used to run at Mallory, he ran a 2-speed gearbox on his pickup.
Okay, were they 4-speed or 5-speed?
4-speed.
4-speed.
Yeah, he used to change his gearbox.
Mm.
But people used to, I was told, don't know how true it is, that some of the tube work in the car wasn't actually metal. It could have been plastic piping.
Yeah, I've
just
heard
to
of
make
this.
it lighter.
I've heard of this in the ovals as well. This is an oval thing. They make it out of the other ones I've heard of. It's quite well known and talked about. Is exhaust tubing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, plastic.
A drain pipe.
Sealed round, water pipe, and then painted black. Especially under the seat.
Yeah, I suppose you do.
Yeah, good lord. I can't think of that. Yeah, one decent impact from that, and it was like, why is my chassis gone in half?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anyone else? You say you had Christian. Who else? Or sort of any?
Elf Borer used to drive as
Mhm.
well. And then John Mickle's now wife used to drive the Legend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she was our secretary at Brask,
Okay.
and she used to drive that with pointers from John.
Yeah, obviously.
But she was all right. Yeah, she was good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting, actually.
That is very interesting. So how did the tie-up with John? Was that later on in the piece, working for John Mickle?
Again, it was all word of mouth. A friend of mine, Roger, used to work with Team Brask as well. He was their lorry driver, and he worked there full time. I think John asked him if he wanted to drive the lorry. It was the same, because John bought the lorry that Team Brask had.
Okay.
When they stopped, he bought the lorry, and then he moved up to Rockingham,
Yeah.
and they started producing the cars up there.
Is that when he formed Mickle Motorsport as such then?
Yeah. No, I think he always had Mickle Motorsport,
Okay.
because he had his own coach
Yeah.
and would always come with that.
Mm.
But then he moved up to Rockingham, and they had a workshop up there, a little bit bigger than what you've got here.
Okay.
Enough to get the lorry in,
Okay.
so it's quite tall. And then he had, I think it was 2 or 3 ASCARs, but also the Rockingham ASCARs, what they used 2-seater rides.
Yeah.
He looked after them as well.
Okay.
And they also used to run one of them as a guest car if they wanted a guest to race it,
Yeah.
they would race it as well.
Okay. So he was contracted to do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
I'm pretty sure there's still a load of them dumped up there somewhere.
The ASCARs. Yeah, some got. I think from what I've heard.
They got moved out.
Yeah, some went back to the US. Some of them became the like experience cars around Rockingham for I think it was the Richard Petty driving experience. And some are still in with the driver. Some of them kept them, as far as I'm aware.
Peter's still got his V8 Eurocar.
Yeah, remember I've seen some pictures.
Yeah, I mean, what was the demise of the V6s and the V8s in the end?
I think difficult to say.
I mean,
The V8s didn't take off as well as the V6s did.
Was it maybe a case that they just tried to play on something that was already successful, got a bit too greedy with it, maybe?
Don't know, it's difficult to say. It was quite expensive to buy, and then you had to put it together yourself, or get someone to do it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we put our own V8 together.
Okay.
So it's difficult to know why.
Was the racing any better when they brought the V8 in, or did it lose a little bit?
There wasn't enough of them.
Right.
At the end, they started to get more V8s, but it still wasn't really enough from the grid that they wanted. I think we had 16, I think, was the most we ever had. But LC helped a lot, because he put up, I think, a £10,000 prize money at Brands.
Oh, wow. That would have been big money.
Winner take all. We had pit stops, everything. And
proper spectacle.
Brands was packed.
Really?
Yeah, because you had the Legends, you
Yeah.
had the V6s, and the pickups.
All on the same day?
We used to run the same on every meeting. You had pickups, Legends, V6s, and V8s. It was great.
Yeah, I bet that would draw in an oval crowd as well as a circuit crowd.
But Brands was full up. Rockingham, again, used to fill up. We did race the V8s at Rockingham, but it just didn't take off for them, unfortunately.
It's a shame, really. Well, speaking of Rockingham, we're going to take a bit of a break.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get into some ASCAR.
ASCAR.
Right, we'll be back after this. Right, welcome back after what has been a great first half an hour talking Eurocars. We were going to move it on, Scott, but I think in a chat during the break where we had a quick P15S and we were chatting about Eurocars and just how good it was. I mean, the depth of drivers is unreal. You've got a list.
Yeah, I had a quick look because Rob's memory's not what it was once.
Old age creeping in.
Just pull your microphone up a bit more, Rob. There we go.
So I'm just going to pop some names at you, and I just want you to give me a story that pops into your head.
Yeah.
Literally. So I'll start off with probably the most notable driver, Barry Lee.
Yeah.
The first story that pops into your head, is that the Cosworth story? Is there anything else?
Yeah, well, he did used to joke around a lot.
Yeah.
Especially at the dances. He used to... He'd have a tray of sausage rolls, and he's quite a large gentleman, and he's walked up to the girls with his tray,
Bloody hell.
offered them a sausage roll, and screamed. Yeah, and then the one I do remember was at Knock Hill. He's turned up on the Saturday night in a kilt. You got the boss of Dagenham Motors, and his daughter there, and Barry's doing a Scottish poem, full up with people, and he's read out the poem, and at the end of it, he's lifted up his kilt,
Oh, good Lord.
and he's being a true Scotsman.
Oh, good Lord.
And a couple of the girls said,
Definitely couldn't do that nowadays.
I can see why she stays with him. I think the boss of Dagenham Motors put his hand in front of his daughter's eyes Yeah. And he said, I can't believe you've just done that.
It's Barry Lee. I'll leave this one till last. But another one we had is Mark Proctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Senna's dad.
Mm.
Yeah.
You had him.
Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really got stories with him.
No.
No.
A bit late. Okay. So
But a good driver.
Very good. Yeah, he was good. Yeah.
his boy's not bad either.
No, definitely.
I was disappointed when he stopped doing ASCARs.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made up he was good in that as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other one, as we've touched on before, Alf Bora.
Yeah.
Have you got anything? You spent a long time with him.
Yeah, he's a good driver. But we haven't got anything. I've got no stories.
That's the NDA kicking in, that is. Definitely sounds that way.
No.
We've got Cliff and Julie Butler as well.
Yeah, carry on.
Okay, we'll move on.
Not a fan?
No. She's good. She was good in pickups. But
Not a fan of Cliff.
Not a fan.
no.
Okay then, no worries. So the other one we'll touch on was Neil Cunningham.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Lovely guy.
Yeah.
A legend in his own right, and really cut away too soon.
Yeah. He was good in the V6s.
Mm.
I don't think he did go into the V8s, but I think he left to move on to the GTs. But yeah, really nice guy. Yeah.
One of the better ones in the grid.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yes. And he used to drive his own truck and trailer. He had a big American pickup, one of the big full-size long beds, and he would drive that even up to Knockhill, and then still race the following day. Yeah, no problem.
What was the drive to Knockhill like from all the way down this way?
Oh, it was all right.
I hear you had some fun back in the day.
Yeah.
You had a nice car back in the day, didn't you?
Yeah, Sierra Cosworth. Yeah, didn't take long. Yeah.
Roads weren't what they were now.
Yeah.
No, there was no speed cameras on it.
Mm.
That was handy.
What was the atmosphere like in that paddock and the camaraderie between the teams and the drivers?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good. You didn't get drivers arguing with each other unless they'd done something really stupid.
Mm.
But no, it was always good. Always Saturday nights, especially at Mallory in the clubhouse, it was brilliant. Just had to keep your keys in your pocket, otherwise you'd see your car driving around the track at night in the dark.
You sound like you were speaking from experience.
Yes, I lost my Subaru to somebody as I saw it going past the clubhouse window.
Didn't end up in the lake?
No, that was somebody else's idea to do that.
That was Paul Eaton, wasn't it? On one
Yeah,
of the
I
races,
think,
and
yeah.
it
Paul Eaton,
famously
yeah.
ended up in the lake.
That's right, yeah.
You there for that one?
Yeah, I was standing on the bank looking at it. and Tiffany Dell come up and asked, that's why they've got numbers on the roof, so you can see who's in the lake. And then one of the camera technicians, he wanted to get in the lake to get the camera out, but they wouldn't let him. He said, no, you can't do that. It's got oil and everything in it now. I want my camera back.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever got it back, because I've never seen footage of the car actually taking off and going into the lake, only from a distance of,
Okay.
of the outside cars. But,
I mean, it must have been quite scary at the time. We laugh about it now, but at the time it's
well,
like, ooh.
I remember him saying that he couldn't get out because he got his seatbelt off and he was panicking of it a little bit. He ended up kicking the door, but he wasn't. He was kicking the space frame.
Ah, okay.
Because on them, it was only a little slide bolt holding the door shut.
Right.
It wasn't a proper door, so he got out.
Okay.
Everything was fine.
So who else have we got on here? Peter Folding.
Another good driver.
Yeah.
He used to do stock rods, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one that they used, the obviously Eurocar V6s was the link to circuit racing for a lot of people. So Mike Schmidt. We touched on him in off camera.
The only bit of Mike Schmidt I remember seeing was his car coming down the straight at Mallory and not turning left.
Okay.
He actually, you've got the hairpin coming in if you're going clockwise. We used to do anti-clockwise on an oval. And he took out the marshal's post.
Okay.
And it literally took off, rolled in the air and landed the other side of them. Nobody got hurt,
Yeah.
but it was quite scary. That was.
Okay. Was just going on what, obviously the chat we had off camera, the link between Mike and then
ASCARs.
moving into the ASCAR. We're gonna segue this into the ASCAR stuff. So
Yeah, I think he had something to do with the ASCARs,
yeah,
which might have been the downfall of the V8s.
yeah.
Not 100%, but that could be.
There was a bit of a correlation between one falling off and the other one picking up.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember at the time, obviously, around that time, I'd have been around when Rockingham opened, certainly, I'd have been around 11 years old, and I can remember the excitement of, oh my God, you know.
An oval track.
I know, a
big
first proper oval in the UK. We're going to get NASCAR here, we're going to get IndyCar, we're going to have our own domestic series, and I'm pretty sure I saw ASCAR. Certainly, I know they showed it on, like, Sky Sports and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it was on Sky Sports, wasn't it? It was really
I mean,
built
we
up,
didn't-
yeah.
We didn't have Sky though, but I can remember it being on Channel 4 as well. I'm pretty sure it hit domestic. So, what was it like working in those formative years of ASCAR in the first few years of Rockingham? It must have been exciting times.
Brilliant, yeah. That massive grandstand in front of you when you were standing in the pit lane.
Full?
Always, yeah. I do remember both the main grandstand and the corners full up, especially when they had the IndyCars there.
Yeah, because they did come over, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
But it was quite hit by sort of rain delays, and it just kind of
Yeah,
didn't
I
really
mean,
pick up.
And the problem they had with the track.
There's a massive drainage problem, wasn't there, if I remember
Water
rightly?
used to come up through the tarmac.
Right.
They made it. They laid it incorrectly.
Upside down.
Yeah,
I think it was what it's built on.
yeah, and
That's
it's all.
what the problem of the site. There's the corner stands saying they were sinking,
Right.
but they're still there now.
Yeah.
They haven't sunk.
Well,
anymore.
supposedly when so I did one of the last track days there when Rockingham closed, and at that point there was rumours that Palmer had bought the grandstands for his circuits,
Okay.
and then there was rumours that Silverstone had bought one, and then it obviously got turned into a massive car park.
Yeah.
But the more you hear about Rockingham in its formative years, the more it sounds like a massive fuck up.
Yeah.
Because the banking was the wrong angle, if I'm correct, for what they wanted. They actually went to the likes of NASCAR and IndyCar and went, what do you want? And they
It
said,
was supposed to be built on the same principles of Rockingham in America.
Yeah, they looked at Kentucky, I think, was one of the circuits that they actually was trying to mirror what it was out there, so not the full
Corners
big bank oval.
2 and 3 were banked up
Yeah.
quite nicely. It was turn 1. No, sorry, it would have been turn 3.
Right,
Coming
right
in-
around the
in.
back.
Yeah, coming in was the one that a lot of them crashed on.
Yeah.
Because you're coming down the straight and then for some reason you turn in and it just used to lose. People used more crashes
Straight
on.
on?
Tarmac. Yeah, or you either go round or you side swipe the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. John Mickle took me around,
Mhm.
and he asked me how I wanted to go round. He said, "Do you want a passenger ride, or do you want a racing car ride?" I said, "I'll have a racing car ride, please." And that was a foot off the wall. three laps round there was brilliant.
yeah.
Scary, but still not. Oh yeah, lovely.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine hitting the imaginary brake pedal every time, and it's still not
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Was that the only time you went round, or have you been round in anything else?
I took my Subaru round there.
Okay. What
Yeah.
Subaru did you have?
Impreza.
Okay.
Only one to own. Yeah, if it rained, they needed the track to dry. So they'd say, right, anybody who wants to get out and go round, you can take it round. So that's what I'd done. I used to go out with my mate Roger, and we would hack round. Sort of like 130 down the straight and 100 mile an hour through the corners.
Yeah.
I followed Nicky Miagion in his Vauxhall people carrier
Yeah.
for about 3 or 4 laps, and then Colin White come past me in a diesel Golf, and I thought I was going quick until he come past me, but his tyres were hanging off the rims going through the corners. Yeah, you carry on, Colin. I can't compete with that. But then when we came in the pits, I got told I was only supposed to be doing 60.
Well, you wanted to dry the track.
Yeah. But it was dry. Lorries going around, the recovery lorries going around.
Just trying any attempt to get some racing on.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
It's again, it's those early days of Rockingham, and you've mentioned it there, Nicholas Manassian, who at the time would have been, not quite the massive star power that he would probably be considered as now, but he was one of arguably the rising stars. You had Ben Collins, Jason Plato.
Yeah.
He came in and did it for a bit. I mean,
he hates Rockingham. If you've read his book,
yes,
fucking hates Rockingham.
Yeah, I know why.
Broke his nose.
He crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't do very well, did he?
And he blamed John
Yeah.
for that. But they mucked the track up. They sealed it to stop the water coming through.
Okay.
And it was like an ice rink.
Right.
So they had to plane it to get it smooth.
Mm-hmm.
We built 3 cars I went up there on a Friday night, worked all Friday night, all Saturday night. Into Sunday, we built 3 cars complete.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday, we took them down there for testing, and they let one of the drivers into it. I can't remember who it was, and stuffed it in the wall.
Oh.
So that was that one gone.
Dead car? Completely?
Yeah, and it needed the chassis was over.
I mean, what sort of speeds are they doing, those ASCARs around there? Are they like 160, 170, really up there?
Got to be. It was quick. I mean, they were doing it in under a minute.
Okay.
But the Indy cars were doing it in half a minute.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I mean, at that time, you still had the split between kart and the IRL, the sort of Indy racing at the time. But to have those that series over in the UK was a massive coup. But again, Rockingham dropped the ball on it because the drivers, it didn't suit the track, and the organisers ultimately was like, no, we don't want to come and race it.
Yeah, it wasn't worth their while, was it?
I think it was the owners wanted more out of it, and they were prepared to put in.
Okay.
Because
you've been from sort of the beginning, from when it came over.
I think it was I got involved with John Mickle the second year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the second year when things started taking off.
Yeah.
And we had, I think, 3 cars
Okay.
there.
And then you carried on because you used to go and watch touring cars there as well, didn't you? Right before it stopped.
It was. I think it's one of the best viewing places. Rockingham was. You could see everything. You could see the whole track. Even with the ASCARs running, the only bit you couldn't see properly was turns 2 and 3. Other than that, it was brilliant.
What was the sort of infrastructure? I never had the opportunity to go, which is my own fault.
I think it was. I've never driven the track apart from that last track that I did. But having been there, I mean, in the stories you hear, Rockingham only turned a profit. I think it was the second to last year before it closed. That was the only time it turned a profit. So it was hemorrhaging money, and I think those full grandstands in the first few years was because they gave away a lot of free tickets, especially to the locals to
entice them in. Yeah, I mean,
to entice them in. I mean, you'd never get it back now. Everyone thinks we should open up Rockingham. I completely agree, but the problem is now the boundary of the local councils. So turn 4 is beyond the boundary of the next council.
Oh wow! So you'd have to deal with both councils
Plus
in order to get it.
Surrounded by houses.
Yeah.
Whereas before it wasn't. It was just all industrial.
Come up and say, it's too loud.
Yeah.
Don't live next to a racetrack.
Yeah. I mean that's
a common theme.
That's going to be another podcast on that, and I'll start ranting. But the other frustrating thing about Rockingham, and I said this at the time, and quite a few people I spoke to agree with me. In any other sport, there's government like in football, grassroots and stuff like that. There's government funding. Rugby as well. Cricket has some separate funding now, and they've created different tournaments to produce funding for the counties. the amount for the amount that motorsport brings into the economy in the UK every year, which is billions. 7 F1 teams are based in the UK.
We're the biggest part of motorsport in the world is in the UK.
We found during COVID that motorsport stepped in and helped when hospitals and people needed things making to cope with the COVID.
Ron Dennis was feeding people. For when COVID was on.
Yeah, and how valuable motorsport is. But when Rockingham was in trouble and was going to be sold off and stopped as a track, it was only built in 2001. At no point did anyone think, right, we need to go to the government in this and rally it.
Stop it. Yeah.
And it was absolutely tragic.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Jonathan Palmer maybe tried to buy. I can't remember if at that point he owned Donington or had the lease on Donington.
Wasn't that around the same time it was a bit contentious when they were trying to build it into an F1 track?
No, it was way beyond that.
Was it?
Yeah. But I know effectively Jonathan Palmer cannot own or lease any more tracks in the UK.
Which is a shame because what he's doing with... I don't know, mate, we get to go racing because they've improved.
That'd be a separate conversation. But, what he's done with MSV circuit's good, but my point is no one stepped in to
save
put
Rockingham.
Hand up and go, no, we cannot let this happen. The motorsport community was like, why are we losing this facility? Racing was always good at Rockingham. It just started to turn a profit, and why on earth did motorsport turn its back on it? I don't know.
Because there was rumours that NASCAR were going to come and do a couple of races there, because they had the Lausitz ring, which we did go to
with the ASCARs.
With the ASCARs, we had 2 series there, two meetings out there.
Yeah.
And that's an even bigger oval.
Yeah.
Out there, but they just didn't generate the interest to get the money in. I mean, when we started, we had McDonald's and everything sponsoring people.
Yeah, there were some big sponsors in that ASCAR. Even I remember the Darkness car.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was one of the biggest.
They really put on a show.
Yeah.
Because they had the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Around. I remember seeing that there.
I mean, I mainly only remember watching sort of the ASCARs were a little bit before my time, in terms of I knew about them, but I saw a couple of races on Sky Sports. But my main experience with Rockingham was the BTCC, and it was always really good to watch. The drivers seemed to enjoy it, apart from the few.
Yeah.
But the infield section.
The infield section was great, but again, when it got greasy, it got very, very slippy. But again, I think ASCAR as a championship, because they put so much money into it, expecting it to explode, and then people, if we build it, people will come. And then after a couple of years, we kind of went, well, we've put quite a bit of money into this, and we're hemorrhaging money, and they didn't make a lot back. And then you lost the star power because they were paying these drivers to come. They stopped paying Darren Turner, they stopped paying Jason Plato, who will only go where the money is.
Oh, 100%. Jason said that in his book when you read it.
Yeah. So losing those star drivers, I mean, having those drivers there in the first few years, first of all, what was it like sharing the paddock with them? That paddock must have been rocking.
Well, we had RML about 2 garages down. I mean, no one could compete with them. Their cars were great.
Yeah.
And they knew what they were doing. That's why they were always up the front.
Yeah.
But John was there.
Up the front.
He was up the front.
He was a champ, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some. Ben Collins was another champ, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And that's another thing Colin White dipped his toe into as well.
Yeah, was Ben Collins? Yeah, he was.
2004,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was probably one of the last champions.
I do remember listening to him on a scanner. He was coming round and he was asking his spotter to find out what's left on the barbecue. Can we concentrate on driving, please? I just wanted to know what I got to eat when I got in.
Maybe Rockingham wasn't quite the challenge the drivers expected.
Yeah, maybe. But it's a shame. I mean,
the pickups were great round there.
Was it a similar thing with the Eurocars when you had those, and then moving on into the ASCARs? Was it a similar paddock? Did you have the same sort of support races with the legends and the pickups and things like that?
Legends and pickups and ASCARs.
Essentially, the circus just moved to a different headliner. He
had Paul Shears still racing ASCAR as well. So, And a lot of the V8 Eurocar boys did come over.
Yeah.
Kevin Clark,
Okay.
he run.
Didn't you had a ride with him somewhere, didn't you? He took you out?
No, I never went out with Kevin. No, at Donington, we had a spare car.
Uh-huh.
And LC got in a mate of his, who just happened to be John Nielsen,
Ah.
who won Le Mans in 19.
Yeah.
So,
As you do.
yeah. So on the Saturday, they were doing track days. We put passenger seats in them. And I saw my mate running up the pit lane with a crash helmet in his hand. Where have you been? I just had 3 laps with John Nielsen. I'll have that helmet. So I got in the car with him. And I was looking after it anyway. And so I had 3 or 4 laps around there. I actually lost where I was. So it was going through Craner Curves. Right, there's another one. No, I don't know where I am. He's driving down the straight towards under the Dunlop Bridge going, can you hear that noise in that gearbox in second gear? No. I'm just hanging on for dear life there. I'm not really listening to the gearbox, but he used to float it through the corner, where they used to just do the left-right onto the pit straight. He just floated it through. And then on the Sunday, when we did practice, it was raining. So he's gone out on wets, and he would do 2 laps, come in, let the tyres down, take £2 out all round. So we'd do that, he'd go out again, come back in, let the tyres down, too hard, let the tyres down. I said, well, John, it's actually stopped raining now, and a lot of them are on slicks. No, leave me on the wets. I don't want slicks. I'll leave me on the wet. Just let the tyres down. And he still come in first. But because it was getting near the end of the championship, he said, I'll start at the back. He started at the back in the first race. And he won by about 20 seconds.
Bloody hell.
Jesus.
Barry Lee tried to drive him off the track. He came off the Dunlop Bridge straight through the S-bends, and he's caught him on the back corner. And he's actually turned sideways, and he still overtook another car. As he straightened it up, he went round them as well. I've still got the email from John Nielsen thanking us for thanking Brask for giving him a great day. He got out the car and he wasn't even sweating. I said, so you're right, yeah, do you want a bottle of water? No. He said, I'm used to doing 4 hours. He said, this is 20 minutes. He said, it's great. He said, I'll do another 20 minutes. And he went off, sat in his car, and when we were due for the second race, we couldn't find him. And he's reclined the chair back in his car, and he's asleep. So I tap on the window, John, you got to go nice again. Yeah, right, okay. And he just come along, give him his crash helmet, get in the car.
Do the business.
And do the business, yeah, it's great. He actually did say in the prize giving that it was the best day he'd ever had.
And that was back in Eurocars, wasn't it?
That was a V8 Eurocars, yeah, at Tim Brass.
Yeah. So what sort of drivers, apart from were you getting young drivers and stuff coming into that ASCAR when it was in its infancy, sort of thing? Because you had, like you say, you had the likes of Colin White and you had Ben Collins out there.
You had the superstars.
Jason Platt. Did Matt Neal actually do?
Did he do a
I'm
guest
pretty
Yes,
sure he did. Yeah.
Yes, he did because.
Did he sit in the back? Was that bloody tall?
No, you know when you used to have the old PlayStation, you used to drive with the car in front of you. That view.
He was sat on the pit wall on his own, and I did remember someone shouting at the garage, "Billy, no mates."
You wouldn't want to take a punch from him though.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
He's like
He's like a ninja.
Karate or something, isn't it?
Yeah, he's like.
Yeah.
Well, even Plato played up in the pit lane, didn't they?
That was the big BTC.
That is probably the right. If you type in Rockingham, that'll probably be one of the biggest.
Top one.
Yeah.
It's the
That'd be the
top
top one. Yeah.
For God's sake, control him, man.
For God's sake, Barry, tell him to stop it. which is Joseph Plato's dad saying that, but it's the fact that Matt Neal did not give a shit. I'm going to punch him with a helmet on.
Yeah. 100%. That was a good interview when you did.
Yeah.
That was funny, that was.
Yeah, I'm sure Toka were popping, pushing drivers to go into that as well, weren't they? They're trying sort of, because ASCAR was popular to start with.
I think there was, if remember at the time, there was this whole thing, British Touring Cars, Alan Gower just sold it off and it was this American company, but I don't know if they were involved with ASCAR.
I'm not sure, we'll have to have a look at it. I know they weren't sanctioned by NASCAR. That's probably one of the reasons that it struggled maybe.
Yeah, that probably killed it as well.
They had to change the name, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's why they went to ASCAR.
ASCAR, big AS. I do remember that. But
Well, it's a shame.
okay.
Shame, really.
Are we...
But after the death of ASCAR, we're going to have a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to talk about two-seater F1 cars. Come back after this. Right, welcome back. And we've kind of delved into ASCAR. And to be honest, it ran from glory days sort of 2001, 2002. Then it kind of changed names and petered out as late. I think the last season was like 2008. Were you involved in ASCAR during its entirety?
No, we parted company after a couple of years.
Where did you move to after leaving Mickle Motorsport?
We didn't do anything for a little while, and then Alf Borer called me, asked us if we'd give us a hand on the two-seater rides.
Okay, and what was that?
Minardi two-seater rides.
I was going to say, not just two-seater rides. This isn't like a Ford S-Max. This is two-seater
Formula
One cars.
V10s. V10s.
Yes,
Proper V10s.
and not just a couple.
How many were you running at a time?
I think I got a picture of the garages, and I'm sure there's probably 6 to 8 cars
Wow.
in the line.
Because these were custom built by Minardi, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were the only one of,
Yeah.
of their kind made.
I'm pretty sure didn't McLaren have a two-seater one? Because I remember there being a press.
I think it was a 3-seater. They were sitting
Ah, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure.
there.
I could, for some reason, I can remember this in my childhood. They did a big thing at the British Grand Prix one year with the two-seater, three-seater car, whatever.
Oh, didn't they have Murray Walker in there?
They did. They took David Jason out as well.
Ah.
Prime Only Fools and Horses, David Jason, just as they were wrapping up and doing the final specials.
Wow.
And they took him out in an F1 car, and I thought, good lord. I think it's on YouTube somewhere.
Okay.
If,
Max Verstappen's dad was driving then.
Yeah, I did have a little look, and Josh was.
Yeah, I
Josh?
got a
Josh?
photograph of him going out the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. Fernando Alonso was involved with Minardi around that time, was he not?
Yeah. And
He might have been, but
wasn't.
he might have been up the garage a bit, and I never saw him.
There was a
was a couple
certain
of- was-
Nigel Mansell, wasn't there as well? He did
Yeah,
a.
he crashed at Donington.
Yes. Do you want to elaborate on that?
No, because I wasn't there at the time.
Ah.
I didn't do that one.
So I've witnessed this on YouTube. It's quite.
It's quite a horrendous crash.
Yeah. So they did little races, didn't they? So you were.
Yeah.
You know about the race. You weren't meant to pass, was it? It's whoever got off the line sort of quickest.
No, you could. I think you could pass,
Okay.
just not as close as what he was doing.
Yeah, and as it was into Foggy S's, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
final corner, and he launched over the back of Fernando with a passenger on, and was a good 6 foot in the air.
Good man.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't think Paul Stoddart was very happy with him after that one.
Yeah, but can you imagine Nigel Mansell going back to the people like, oh, it's all right, it'll buff out.
Bloody Spanish kids.
Yeah, Paul Stoddard. He did that. They had the Formula One cars there, and he was going to take it out.
Yeah.
I think he went round once, came in, and then drove into the pit wall. So that was the end of that drive.
Yeah, because you had some proper drivers doing that. The likes of, I think, Johnny Herbert, Damon Hill, Mark Webber, along those lines.
There was 2 guys that definitely got into Formula One, but for the life of me, the names have escaped me.
Okay.
Weber definitely got into Formula One.
Yeah.
Was he a number 2 driver at that point, I wonder?
No, he's not bad for number 2 driver.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was.
Yeah, I used to pick up the people at the hospitality, take them to the medical centre.
Golf buggy driver.
No, walk,
Oh, okay.
because it wasn't that far. walk them over there, all they did was they just tested their blood pressure, heart, bring them back, get them suited, and then keep them out of the way in the garage because they wanted to look, but
Yeah.
you know, you can't get in the way. But when they were ready, put them in the car, belt them up, and off they trot.
So what sort of people were they enticing into the get into the back of these cars?
I definitely remember that one of the guys was from South Africa into gold mining a big way. It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
I can imagine that would have been Minardi's way of funding their Formula One exploits.
Yeah. Because you imagine we've got 6 cars even. And you've got people all day, in and out, constantly. It was non-stop. Stop for lunch, and then back on it again. But Minardi being the back end of the grid, the money they put into that. Because when we got there, they said, oh, go to that lorry and they'll kit you out. Okay. They went over there. He said, what shirt size? I said, oh, large. There's a hat. We've run out of shoes. Here's a fleece. Anything else you want? No. What do we do with it when we finished? He said, we keep it. And there was 6 of us went, and they just give it away.
And you were helping run these cars for the day?
All we did was move the customers from A to B.
Yeah.
Didn't actually get involved with. They had their own mechanics. They had the Formula One guys that do the circuits were doing that as well. Plus they had other people down the line from the factory helping them out. But it was still pucker. All around the back of the garage was just line of engines. But they're the Formula One engines that they don't want to race with anymore. They put them into the 2-seater rides because we did do Donington.
Yeah.
And one went past the pit lane and promptly got to Goddard's, the first corner.
Redgate, isn't it?
Redgate, and went bang. But the mechanic said, I knew that was going to do that. He said, how do you know that? He said, I could hear it as it went past. I thought, that's on the way out. He said, but he didn't get all the way around.
Haven't these been Ferrari V10s as well, were they?
No, but pretty sure they were Cosworth.
Were they Cosworth?
Yeah, Minardi. Well, it was kind of. I'm pretty sure around.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was Cosworth.
So it was Asia Tech, I think.
Okay.
Maybe they were banned. There was a bit of Cosworth in there that they ran for a couple of years, but I'm pretty sure around that time. I mean, what sort of years are we talking? 2004?
Yeah, I think
5?
so.
Yeah, probably Cosworth then.
Okay.
I have got a photograph of one of them somewhere. I'll have to dig it out.
Yeah, but at that point as well, that would have been right at the end of Paul Stoddard's reign as Minardi before they got turned into Toro Rosso.
No. They went. There was a Force India Spiker as well. They got. That was
Jordan.
That was Jordan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Minardi became Toro Rosso.
Was it?
Yeah.
About
2006.
Didn't they go to Arrow?
No, Arrows.
Arrows.
Yeah,
Arrows went bang.
Yeah,
They
TWR.
just didn't get a chance to get bought out or do anything because that nearly ended Holden in Australia.
Where did Red Bull come into it?
Red Bull was Jaguar.
Chop.
Yeah, Red Bull was Jaguar.
Yeah, Jaguar decided that, Ford.
Yeah, after buying Stewart.
Yeah, and promptly fucked it up.
Oh, massively.
Too many big wigs.
Yeah, and they decided to. But that's another.
That's another
story.
Yeah, it's another story. I mean, to be fair, the Bring Back B10's podcast explains it all perfectly.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, we don't.
Yeah, get yourself on there. But the 2-seater Minardi stuff. How long were you doing that for?
About a year, 2 years. I did put the the guy who does the commentating on touring cars.
David Addison?
The blonde hair, white hair. He does the commentary for the track.
Oh,
Alan Hyde.
Yeah, I'll put him in one. And he said he was going to commentate going round. And I think you'll be lucky. He did get out the pit lane.
Yeah.
And he did the first straight. And it went off. And when he came in, I said, what happened to the commentary? He said, I couldn't talk.
It was just G-forces.
I said, well, not surprising. You were coming through turn 4 and the car was sliding up the track towards the wall.
Mm.
And he was on it. So I'm not surprised you couldn't talk. Yeah, he said he just couldn't get his words out.
Yeah.
Were there any notable celebrities that you sort of had to pop in the car around that time?
They did have a footballer went in. There was a model that went in, a page 3 model.
Okay.
But she, in the race, passed out on lap 3,
Mm.
and they had to get her out of the car, and she didn't wake up in the medical centre for about an hour and a half.
Just through down to the G-forces and everything else involved?
G-forces and the fact that she came in at 2 o'clock in the morning
Ah, so she
from
was
a club.
Fair enough, a slight hangover hanging on that one, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They don't think alcohol was involved.
Oh, okay.
We'll leave that one
We'll
there.
leave that one there then.
Don't get in trouble on that.
Not mention any names.
No, absolutely. But
Did you ever get the opportunity to go in, or was that never sort of offered?
Never even offered. No.
No. Just to be around those
I would
weekends.
have jumped in and drop of a hat, but no, not at that time.
Okay.
legends.
I didn't get involved with Legends, only the fact that John was driving a Legend. That was all. I didn't, no, I was on the V8s all the time.
Okay.
So Legends, they were there. That was it. You know. But they were very exciting. I couldn't even get in one to drive it. I drove a V6 at Mallory Park. I did 8 laps around Mallory on slicks. Never driven on slicks before. Parked it up in the pit lane afterwards, and one of the mechanics jumped in it to drive it round and park it behind the lorry to put it away, and the lower arm broke.
Okay.
He said, "You're lucky you didn't crash."
Mm.
I said, "No, well, it was great. But it was really, really good to drive on slicks. It's completely out of my... I wouldn't even know how to do it. It was like...
Just hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on for dear life.
Mm.
Did you ever have any racing aspirations yourself?
No.
Or was it always just you were building cars in probably
always.
peak
Yeah.
Eurocar, ASCAR, there during the glory days?
It's just part-time. It was weekends. At Brask, it was every weekend and during the week.
Mm.
You had to be single to do it. You couldn't be seeing anybody because you were constantly away. I mean, most weekends we were in the pub or down the track. A lot of times in the pub. Yeah, I do remember when we were in France with LC, he said to everybody, he said, "Right," he said, "we're going to be in bed by 1 o'clock. He said, no more drinking." Then someone pointed out to LC that it was 2:30. So
That's when you know it's been a good night.
Dear.
we drank the hotel dry on 2 occasions. They got more beer in, and they got another barrel in as well. We had that as well.
Just for you lot.
It just sounds so good. I mean, Eurocars and ASCARs, 2 paddocks,
Yeah.
proper sort of from old school hot rodding people coming into circuit racing. Absolutely. I mean, it's part of a series that we're doing about those forgotten series, the old series. That
Yeah, things have changed obviously, and the oval and that sort of short circuit type of motorsport on that paddock. That is the proper grassroots, and you go to enjoy yourself. So that they were the stepping stones, is what we kind
I
of.
think you would find that pickups possibly are still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had a bit of a drop in the past few years. They were with MSV this year. They just haven't had the grids that they want. But Sonny Howard has signed it all over now to Truck Sport.
Okay.
So Sonny Howard's building the pickups, but he's not promoting them anymore.
Right.
And it's all being done on the British Truck Racing banner. So there could well be a revival.
Yeah. It's exciting racing. I mean, there's not many series where they're bump drafting people
No.
and they're allowed to get away with it. They'd all be told off, you know, "Oh, you can't do that." And they still rub, you know. They take the doors down the side of the cars to get past. So
Do you think we missed a little bit of that style of racing in what we've got now? Would you like to see it back? Is it something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that if we had, like, because you used to watch touring cars, you've been to a lot of touring car
Yeah.
events. Obviously, you used to go around the touring cars when Eurocars and ASCARs were up. Do you think we're a little bit too sterile now?
Yeah. I think this track limits is a bit ridiculous. Oh, you can't go over there, you can't do this, you can't do that. I think they should let it go a little bit.
Okay.
I mean,
I agree with you on this
Some-
as well. I got
some-
caught a lot this year for track limits, so I'm on board.
Kelsey
they might be rubbing doors, but they're not doing it on purpose. They just want to get past each other. They're not driving up and deliberately driving into them. I mean, I didn't like the bump to pass on corners,
Yeah.
although I know I have polished the V6 before now, before the driver. We did have Graham Miller off at Clearways, because he come in, he said, Medley put me in the gravel, and I'm polishing his green paint off the... No. Yeah.
Best
But then Peter was up at the scrutineers, not scrutineers, the
Clerk of the course.
clerk of the course at the time. But yeah.
Did you guys ever get in? Were you always down in the lower paddocks, sort of
No, we're in the garages.
in the garages? So you guys were the headliners?
Yeah. Yeah.
Always. You wouldn't get that now, would you?
No, not really. Not really, because if you put like a series like that, you're always going to be down in the lower paddocks and just.
Yeah, I think it's to me now. It's literally touring cars, GT paddock, and then just club racing.
Yeah.
Generically, maybe the trucks are kind of forming their own little paddock as part of Bart. But yeah, we've certainly stepped away from that a little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've got a little. So there's a little bit like what I did with you during one of our podcasts we've done already.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it to you as well, Rob. I've got two things I want to do. The first one is you've been and you've bought and you've paid your tickets and you've plumped your backside in the seat at a race meeting, and I know you've watched a lot of racing. You've been around racing. If you've paid your 30 quid, you've got 11 hours of racing. What 5 series are you going to choose to sit there and is going to keep you parked in that seat all day? Well, it could be any series.
Touring cars,
Yep.
Yep.
legends,
Yep.
Yep.
pickups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
I'd have to throw BSB in there, although it's not cars.
Okay, yeah, you do like your bikes, don't you?
I do love that. Yeah. Eurocars got to be V6 Eurocars and V8s.
Yeah?
Yeah. And ASCARs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to see the ASCARs in sort of a... But, so if we go on to the other part of the question, what would the track be?
Well, ASCARs could only be Rockingham.
Yeah.
Or
BSP around Rockingham.
They used to.
Did they?
Yeah, they used to run, but they used to cut through the pit lane. As they come down the straight, they would turn
They
up-
used to have that little
go-
chicane, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, and then they would pull through. And the only reason it got stopped because one of the bikes hit the wall at
Okay.
turn 1. He lost it, went into the pit wall, and I think it caught fire.
Okay.
And that's when they stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah, they used to run through there.
So Rockingham's your track of choice, high up in the grandstand.
Oh, brilliant viewing, yeah. What else?
You got one more?
Knockhill.
No, you've got...
Rockingham or Rockingham or Knockhill, which one?
Rockingham.
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 That's not bad. That's a good day's racing.
A very good day's racing.
A very good
I've
day's
been
racing.
round Rockingham, Knockhill.
Have you?
Yeah, not in my own car, but in an RS200.
Nice.
Yeah,
As you do. Who was behind the wheel of the RS200?
the owner. I can't remember his name.
You just go, well, yeah, just, oh, I'm in an RS200.
Yeah.
But the reason I got it is because he's also got a Cobra,
Okay.
and it was Cobra that I'd built when I worked at Autocraft,
Mm-hmm.
and he knew that, so he said, "Do you want to have a go round?" I said, "Yeah, let's get the Cobra and go round." He hadn't got it with him, but no, it was great.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. So,
Yeah.
Are we ready for the 10 questions?
Well, that's the thing with all of our guests, as well as signing the Driving Talk podcast helmet. And it's good to have you on, because normally most podcasts just have drivers on and the odd team owner.
Yeah.
The fact that you were in the thick of the action with the Eurocars and the ASCARs, two great forgotten series. It's great to have you down, but are you ready for the top 10 shootout?
No, go on.
So Scott, it's 10 questions.
11. I've added the 11th as of last night with Alex Keynes. I added the 11th because that went down so well.
Okay, so it's the top 10 shootout plus one.
Plus one. Yeah, we had a safety car during, so we added a lap.
Oh, right, okay, fantastic. Well, in that case, Scott, take it away.
Red sauce or brown sauce?
Red.
Okay.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Are you a film or books?
Film.
Good shout.
Race weekend or weekend with the boys?
Race weekend.
Oh, but that's changed in a few years.
to be fair, by the sounds of it, the Euro V6 days was both in one.
Are you a text or a voice note person?
It'd have to be a voice note. I don't like texting.
Oh, 1 for 1.
There we go.
1 for 1.
1 lap shootout, but what track?
Alton Park.
Good shout.
Good shout.
Wet race or dry race?
I do enjoy it when it's wet.
Every year. Wet races are the best.
Yeah, I think it'll have to be a wet race.
Would you prefer manual H-pattern gearbox or paddle shift?
I'm now into paddles, but no, gearbox is all right.
H-pattern box, good.
Are you Senna or Schumacher?
I'm definitely Senna.
Good lad. If you could have
One person narrate your life for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Is it the person I've known the longest?
It could be absolutely anybody.
I think my wife Lorraine.
Yeah?
That'd
Yeah.
definitely have to come with subtitles.
Yeah.
100%.
Sorry, Lorraine.
She's from north of the border, isn't she?
She definitely is, yeah. You do not mess with Lorraine.
And the last one, this is a
Completely off the wall question. Getting to drive that Eurocar V6 around the Mallory again. If the throttle pedal had to make one noise,
not the engine noise.
what would you choose that engine noise to be? Had to make one noise, any noise.
Exhaust noise, definitely.
Exhaust noise?
Yeah.
Are we going to let him have that one?
And then
What kind
the
of...
V6 engine. The scream of the V6 engine.
Yeah. So we had Alex Keynes on yesterday, didn't we? Had him in here.
Yeah, and he had, his answer was a ka-chow from the...
Days from Cars, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
But we'll give you the bellow of the V6. Well, Rob, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you down. So, thank you for sort of reliving some of your past glories.
Thank you.
Two great forgotten series. And to be honest, Rockingham as well.
Yeah.
It's quite sad talking about it, but Rockingham is very much missed. But it's great to sort of recount those
Unfortunately,
stories.
I don't think it'll ever come back.
That is a big shame. That one.
Too many problems.
Too many problems, too many bureaucrats.
Yeah.
Too much bullshit.
They'll want more money than what they'll put in. The
Shame
only
really.
person, like you said, would be MSV.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very,
very
much
much.
for listening and for watching the Driving Talk podcast with Rob Chapman as our wonderful guest. I'm Rob Lewis, this is Scott Evans. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and like all the relevant bits. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. Probably going to be on. Yeah, probably going to be on OnlyFans soon, the way we're going. But yeah, for now, ladies and gentlemen, see you later.
See you later.